Well, hey there, and welcome back. It's Jay, and this is Life in the Higham House. And believe it or not, it is Monday, October the 23rd, 2023. We are deep into the fall season, and it has been quite a while since we have dropped another episode of Life in the Higham House. Even after saying that we were ramping things up and planning to be around a lot more, things kind of went sideways, as it often does, and we have been delayed in actually coming to you here on the channel. And I'm not promising anything as we move forward, because I have no idea what the next couple of weeks and months look like, especially as we get into the holiday season. But, because we are getting into the holiday season, that means that we will be vlogging a little bit more, or at least capturing some of our family memories and then sharing them on the vlog. So, welcome. I'm glad you're here. We're going to get caught up here a little bit, share some things that we've been up to, try to re-engage with you, our friends and family, here on the channel, and yeah, give you a few updates, and maybe introduce you to a new member of the family, which we intended to do weeks ago, but maybe now is the time that we go ahead and do that. So let me go ahead and take care of the chickens. You come along, and let's have some fun. I have some chores I need to get done today, so we're gonna be outside for a little while. So come hang out with me, and let's get some things done. Welcome to Life in the Higham House. So life has been fairly busy. We've been juggling working and kid stuff. Brea just wrapped up her season of volleyball. Asher is beginning some early lacrosse stuff. He's been working pretty hard. They just got their report cards from school, and we're super psyched. They've done a great job this quarter already. Brea just turned 15. Isn't that crazy? We just celebrated her birthday this past weekend. Actually, her birthday was on Friday of last week, and then we just celebrated it last night because she went to Pine Springs for the fall retreat. And so, yeah, so things have been busy. And we have not been slacking on anything. In the course of the last couple of weeks, we've made a trip to go visit Nate and Amaris and the kids. Aiden has been home and back to Florida, and we'll be coming home again soon this weekend. We've torn down the garden. That's all wrapped up. Finally took the last tomatoes from it this week. Got a few green ones that are still ripening up, but for the most part, good growing season. We had a ton of tomatoes, enough Roma tomatoes this year. We did two small batches. They weren't very large, but big enough that we got a couple servings out of them. But 2 batches of tomato sauce. We mixed up some meat with and some other spices that we grew from our own garden this year, and made our own spaghetti sauce, which was awesome. In fact, we have I think a little bit left still in the freezer, and we might be eating that tonight. I'm not sure. But this was a year of just kind of trying it out, getting our own recipe, kind of looking online for some ideas, and then kind of mixing our own thing up, and really liked the second batch that I made. So I think with that in mind, if things hold, we'll go into next season probably focusing on more Roma tomatoes, and try to do better at actually producing enough that we can can. We had a lot of tomatoes. We gave a lot of tomatoes away simply because we just weren't ready to make sauce yet. And so when you have tomatoes coming in and you're not ready to make the sauce, what do you do with them? We didn't have the means by which to can them and save them, so we shared. We shared what we had, and we were super excited to do that because it was really kind of fun to share our tomatoes. We had some really nice. The red Livingstons came in. They were really, really nice. The yellow boys, another great season for them. And for those who have tried them, they were like, these are some of the best tomatoes they've had. So really excited about how our tomatoes came out this year. Had a lot of peppers come in. What we never had any success with, our cucumbers and our pickles. Just never took. Never. I think we had like 3 pickles grow, and I don't know that we ever got a cucumber. It just, for whatever reason this season, it was probably more so my neglect. We just didn't get a good run of them. But tomatoes, super happy with. And like I said, made a really yummy spaghetti sauce. And so we'll work on that more for next year. But you can hear them in the background. Our chickens are doing awesome. Probably our best flock of birds that we've had in years. And we've been doing the chicken thing for a number of years. Just kind of experimenting and trying some things. Some things have worked, some things haven't worked. We've moved in the midst of all of that, and so how to restart some stuff. But yeah, so far our flock is doing well. We've got 14 really healthy girls, and we're seeing anywhere from 7 to 10 eggs a day, and that's amazing. Well, I should say this: we're seeing 7 to 10 eggs a day. Really starting last week. We've really started seeing them get really healthy. They all started laying about mid-September, and we were seeing anywhere from 7 to 9, 7 and 8. But over the last week or so, we've been getting a great egg production, and so we've been researching what it looks like for us to kind of take some of those eggs, save them, so that we would have eggs year-round. We're still sharing them with folks who are asking about them. We have our wonderful neighbor who takes care of our chickens when we go away. They often come up and get some eggs from us. But yeah, it's just been really good. But we're trying to put a bunch of eggs in storage so that when their production starts to slow down, we have eggs through the winter. So I'm going to check to see if they've got any eggs in there for us now today. Alright, ladies, Oh, this place needs to be cleaned. Let's come from the other side. All right, my friend, what you got for us? Come on, hop on out of there. Come on, Meg. Woo! Look at that. So far, 5. Anything else? All right, so it's really gross in here, and I apologize for that. But we had a weekend of rain, and so everything is super muddy. And I wasn't able to get in here this weekend and clean the coop out, so we've got a little extra yuckiness going on right here. But and it's weird because they've only been laying eggs in the corners, there and over here. For whatever reason, they're not using the laying boxes until today. And there we have. That's good old Miss Meg right there. And these are one of my younger birds, my teenagers. But Meg is my Americana, and actually she's my Easter egger. Meg is my Easter egger. Peg is my Americana. Uh-oh, we're going to get upset here? You want to lay? You can come in and lay. Yeah, you can come in and lay. Let me leave you alone so you can come in. Huh? You want to say hi? Yeah, we'll close this back up so she can have some privacy. I'll come back and get the eggs a little bit later here. But yeah, super happy with our egg production. Really loving that. But we're going to save them up in our refrigerator. We learned that if you do not wash them, you can save them for anywhere up to 6 months or more. And so we've been putting them together in smaller quantities and marking them, labeling them, so that we can put them aside. And then, like I said, hopefully later on this winter, when their production kind of fades away, we can step in and still have some eggs for the season. So, all right. So animals are taken care of. I gotta clean their coop, but I'm probably gonna wait until tomorrow to do that. Even though it's really kind of beautiful today, I'm getting a much later start than I had wanted to, and so I'm not gonna have time to do all that. Plus, I've already used lots of vlogging footage, and I don't want to make this a really long vlog. So let's go talk about some of the other projects that I have to get done this week, and we'll have more vlog of that. But come on with me here. We'll talk about a few more things. One of the big projects I have to work on is right here behind me, and that is our pool. We initially made the decision to not take down our pool this year. We were planning to empty it down and prep it for winter, and then cover it. That way it would sit up all winter long, and we wouldn't have to put it back up in the spring and then, refill it. But as we were talking, the pool really does take up a lot of space in our we have very limited flat space in our backyard, and so that's where the pool sits. And so that greatly reduces our opportunity to entertain and have folks over. And so we are hosting Amy's Capernaum group here in a couple of days, actually this weekend coming up. And there's going to be anywhere from maybe 15 to 30 people here. And as we were talking about it, we thought maybe it's not a good idea to have the pool up while we have all these folks over. And so I'd already started taking this down once. I drained it, got most of the leaves out of it, and then, much to my chagrin, we've had a whole weekend worth of rain, and now I've got about 4 inches of rainwater, and now a ton more leaves in the pool. So we're back to square one. We're gonna have to bring out the shop vac. We're gonna have to spend some time sucking out the water and then getting all those leaves out of there. And it's a gorgeous day today, and I'm gonna start a little bit of it today, but I'm probably not gonna get it all finished. But by Wednesday, this guy has got to come down and be put away, and so we'll be working on that. Aside from that, let me just give you a quick perusal here of the backyard. We have a lot of work to do out here. We have been busy most weekends with either ministry stuff or family stuff, and just haven't been able to give the yard the attention it needs. And we are coming to the end of October, and usually at this point most of our summer stuff is packed away and we are ready for the cooler temperatures. This year, we just haven't gotten there yet. But we're going to, and that's all about what this weekend is, especially with the folks coming in this weekend. We'll have all this place all cleaned up and ready to go, all by Friday, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a lot of work, but it'll be good to get this place finally all cleaned up and taken care of. Now, let me introduce you to someone new here in the Higham house. There you go. All right. Let me introduce you to Rex. Rex, say hi, bud. Say hi. There you are. All right, this is Rex. Say hi, Rex. What are you eating? Are you eating chicken poop? You probably are. So, a fun addition. If you have watched the vlog, you probably remember back in September, the boys and I went on a fishing trip, and we said in the video of that fishing trip that we had a surprise stop to make. Well, not a surprise for us. We knew we were stopping. It was going to be a surprise for the vlog. But we ended up stopping and getting Rex. Rex is a golden doodle. He is, about almost 15 weeks old at this point. And he's just awesome. He's been a great addition to the family. We've kind of forgotten how much work a puppy is. It really is like having a baby in the house again. But he has been awesome. So, I was talking about Rex and picking him up. I'll go into more detail about Rex another time. But I had to step away from the camera for a few minutes, but look what I've gotten done already. Remember how the pool was already full? Look at this. Get her all cleaned out. We'll let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow, we'll come out, clean it up, break it down, put it away for the season. And that is one major project taken care of. So, with all of that said, here's the deal. Gonna try to do this as much as I can. Don't know how much family stuff there's gonna be, but as we get closer to the holidays, you know we always do a lot of our family traditions. And I suspect that we are going to do them. And now that we have grandkids, I suspect that our traditions are gonna look a little different. And because we have grandkids, I'm not quite sure how much I want to put of the grandkids on the vlog. To me, that seems like a cheesy way to get viewership. I'd rather have you guys watch because you're interested in what we're doing, not just because we have really cute grandkids. So we have to figure that out. But no doubt they will be here over the holidays, and we will do our normal holiday vlogging. And so I'm sure at some point they will show up on the vlog. But for now, I got 7 eggs. That's really good for today. May even get a few more. I have 1 chicken and maybe 2 chickens that lay a little later in the day, which is kind of unusual. Most of my chickens have always laid early mornings. But there's been times I've come out to put them to bed, and we have found eggs in the coop. So I wouldn't be surprised if I come out a little bit later on tonight and find 1 or 2 more eggs somewhere in the run or in the coop. But for now, I've got to wrap things up because I've got a Zoom call that I got to get to, or I should say get ready for. And so that's where I'm going to go. But hey, it's life in the Higham house. So glad you're taking a few minutes to check in. I know that this vlog was completely, totally random. But hopefully we'll get a little bit more organized here. With all that said, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for putting up with lots of random craziness. And hopefully we'll be back I'll be back, and we'll get you guys all caught up, and we'll move into the holiday season. And yeah, a lot of fun's coming. Before I sign off, though, let me encourage you, go to lifeintheheiamhouse.com. With the holidays coming, we have our Christmas teas, so you may want to go and check that out. Also, I haven't told you, but we released a new book called Pumpkins, Pumpkins. It's available through Amazon. You can get a soft copy or you can get a digital copy. And we've got a special promo we just kicked off today. I'll tell you about it maybe tomorrow. A t-shirt and a book. A kid-sized t-shirt and a kid's book. But go to the website. You can see the information there. lifeintheheiamhouse.com. And if you want to go look at the t-shirts, go to justducky.com. Links will be here somewhere in the bottom there. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, this is Life in the Higham House.